Hey, my little ray of sunshine, happy Wednesday. It is 2:41 a.m. and I am up. I went to bed early yesterday. So y'all, now I'm water whoa. So I thought I'd do my encouraging words. I didn't do it last week. And I tried to help us get through the week with just a word. So the other day I was listening to a song, Donna Lawrence. It's called Words. And the lyrics are words. Our words. Realize the power of our words. The harm we can bring with our words. And the chorus says, so that the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in the Father's sight. May the words I speak touch somebody's life. And as I listened to that song, it was profound. It's an old song, and when it popped up, I was like, that's a true statement. That's a true song. Because in Proverbs 18:21 says, life and death are in the power of the tongue. And it says, and those who love it indulge will eat its fruit and bear the consequences of their words. So y'all, it's like when we are speaking and we're saying something, we have to be mindful of what we say about ourselves and about others. Has there ever been a time in your life you thought about something and all of a sudden, you just thought in your mind, you be like, I missed such and such, or I heard for such and such, and they pop up. Because we have that much power as spirits walking amongst this earth. We have the power. And life and death is in the power of a tongue. So if you think about it, just imagine you saying it out loud and you putting it in the earth. You putting it in the atmosphere. The Bible also says, speak those things that be not as though they were. So if I speak those things as be not, now I don't have it, it ain't done yet, but I'm going ahead and speaking it to existence now, that eventually it will happen. So think about it, it's the power of your words. So when you're sick or you're down, you don't be like, oh, I'm just so sick, I just ain't gonna make it. I can't. And your words you're gonna continue to feel that way because you're speaking it into existence. When I leave my videos in, I say, everyone have a great day on purpose. And I mean it. So even though you may not at that moment feel like your day is going great, feel like, it's just something going on. But when I say that and you hear that, and I spoke that into the earth, it means, you know what? Regardless of how I look right now, I want you to have a great day on purpose. If I get up in the morning and I say that to myself, I say, Lord, I'm having a great day on purpose. That's one of my affirmations. And as I go throughout the day and my day just seems like it's not going right, I'll be like, I'm having a great day on purpose. I'm having a great day on purpose. That's how I just start, I start speaking it until I see it. And a lot of times that's how we got to do. We got to speak those things until I see it. When you're talking about somebody else, and I know a lot of times no one is perfect. And if you say you perfect, baby, let me see. Because we're living in an imperfect world as it is. So nobody is here that's perfect. So when you say stuff about people, you got to be careful. You have to be careful and mindful of what you say about folks. Because you're speaking that thing on that person. But then a lot of times, that old saying, you dig one ditch, you better dig two. Because that ditch you dig for them, it may be for you. And that's a true statement. Because while I want to see your demise and I want to see things happen to you, it can also happen to me. Because God is not going to allow us to speak evil against people and think we're going to be all right. You setting yourself up for failure when you do that. So you got to speak life into people, even though you don't want to. And a lot of times what I do, when I feel like I'm going to say something, I shut my mouth. I'll be like, Lord, I want to say something. Oh, Jesus, I want to say something. But I keep my mouth because those words are powerful. And words can harm you. What they say about you passing licks. I can hit you. I can hit you all day and you can bruise and get a black eye and hurt you physically. But those words will hurt you mentally. They will stay with you longer than a lick will. Because if I punch you in your eye, that black eye gonna go away. But if I say something evil to you, to hurt you, to harm you, it will stay there. It get into your mental. You see a lot of kids growing up and their parents would say stuff, I hate you, you ain't gonna be nobody, you ain't this, you ain't that. That's worse. Mental abuse is worse than you physically hitting me. Because I can heal from the licks, but them words will stick to you. And then you find yourself in a psychiatrist's office because your mind has been programmed to what somebody has told you what you're going to be with their words. How you going to act with their words. And sometimes people can't recover and speak things into their life. They can't speak those things that be not. So you have to be mindful of what you say to your kids, what you say to people in your life, what you think and you put out your mouth. You got to be careful. That's why regardless of some of my kids, I be like, Lord have mercy. But I try to speak life over them. I speak life over them. And even to yourself. Let your words, I'm just so sick, I just ain't gonna make it. Oh, I just don't know what to do. Don't do that. Don't say that. You know what? I feel great. I feel great. I feel great. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna survive this. Find you a scripture. And if you gotta repeat it 100 times a day, do that. Because the more you speak it, the more you believe it, and the more it get into your heart, and the more it get into your subconscious, and then the more it start happening for you. But you gotta speak it. That's why I said about affirmations. Say them daily. I'm happy. I'm whole. I'm complete. I'm loved. I'm in love. And you keep speaking it. You keep speaking it. You keep speaking it. You keep speaking it. And you keep speaking it. And one day it has got to manifest in the natural. That's why I say with myself a lot of times when I go throughout the day and y'all know my story and I don't did good, I'm like, Britt, you did so good today. Girl, you did this. You went here. You walked this amount of times and you did so good, Britt. I'm proud of you. And the more I tell myself I'm proud of you, y'all, the better I feel like I'm getting physically. I'm doing more, pushing myself more. I feel like I'm doing great physically because what I have spoke that into my life, and I will continue to speak. My lungs are here. My lungs are here. My whole body is here. My whole body. And the more I speak and begin to believe it, I see it happening. So y'all, as we go out throughout this day to day, as we go throughout life, be mindful of your words. Let the words of your mouth, the meditations of your heart, be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord. A lot of times you hear like the old, when they used to pray here in the old, back in the day, and they don't say it as much like they used to, but that was one thing they would say in the prayer. Let the let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord. So Lord, whatever I say, I want it to be pleasing to you. So throughout this day, y'all, I want y'all to have a great day on purpose. I want y'all to have the desires of your heart. Whatever you seeking God for, my prayer for you is that God will give it to you. If it's health, if it's finances, if it's peace, whatever it is, that God will give it to you. Because he is that kind of God. And a lot of times we got to touch and agree with people. And when we touch and agree, and we say it out loud that we stand together on this thing, the Bible says, one will bring 1,000 to flight, two will bring 2,000 to flight. And you think about if we come together and speak words of wisdom and hope and life into our friends and into our family, into this nation, how much power that we can have. How much power, God, we have. We are spiritual beings. And you think about it again. If my thoughts can bring about actions, I'd be like, boy, I wish such called me. I ain't heard from them in a while. Go to the store, walk right into them. So if your thoughts can do that, your words can do that. So y'all, that's all I got for you, and I hope today that you will just speak life into yourself. I don't care how the situation look. You may get up this morning and be like, oh, I just don't feel, you know what, I feel great. I'm gonna push through this day. I'm gonna push through. I'm just gonna go on. I'm gonna have a great day on purpose. I'm gonna make this day amazing. Yesterday I had to go to an appointment, and I was in the lady office, and I saw a thing on her wall, and I was like, wow, it says today only happens once. Make it amazing. And I was like, man. I mean, little simple stuff like Thanksgiving. Sometimes, because it blow my mind just looking at words. And it said today only happens once. So today you ain't gonna get it back again. And I thought about, because I can tell a lot of times when I'm praying, I'm like, thank you for this day that I will never see. I've never seen. I'll never see again. So as you go, you ain't gonna see this day again. So make it amazing. Make it great. Make it you got the power to speak how your day gonna go. And I know I ain't gonna get this day back in. It'll never be what is this? April 16th, 2025. I ain't gonna see it again after today. So while I'm in this day, make it amazing. I was like, whoa. But y'all, again, I love y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all again in the next video. And you already know what to do though. Let's have a great day on purpose.